What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. Hope you guys are doing well. How are you guys doing out there in the internet land? I'm already making myself laugh. I'm doing fantastic, you ask. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Today I woke up and I was like, man, this is an interesting place in my life. I am going completely on faith right now. I have no doubt that it'll all delusionally work out in my favor. That's right, people. I'm just going day to day. People ask me, how do you do that? Well, I just wake up and I take a breath, and then I take the next breath, and then I take another breath, and then I eat a bag of M&Ms, and we go from there. I'll tell you about yesterday, since you're here. I drove to Lomita, California. I think I've been to a lot of places, many different towns in California, honestly. I just can't remember all of them, but this was near Torrance, so it was like an hour and a half away. It was another apartment show. I used to hate those shows, but now I appreciate them because it's really no stakes. It's like an apartment show where I'm performing for the residents and I'm friends with the booker, and it's me and him and another comic, and you know, it's a grand old time. I'm away from the comedy club scene. Sometimes I'm so sick of talking about these shows. It's like, must be so boring to listen to. And I try to like find some kind of educational sliver from it that we can all learn from. I mean, the reason why I do it is it changes my attitude. That's a big part of why I do comedy. It like forces me, I have to be happy. Even like when I write comedy, it just changes my whole mindset. So I think try to find something in your life that does that for you, because I mean, so many jobs beat you down, relationships, marriages, whatever. Maybe your kids, you hate your kids. A buddy of mine I was talking to on the way down, he works in film, and he used to do open mics, and he was like, yeah, every time I think about doing comedy, I'm like, oh man, it's so hard. And I'm like, well, you don't have to approach it like it's a career, especially if you're just starting out. Like, you know, if you want to just do some open mics, there's nothing wrong with, you know, writing some comedy and expressing yourself. There was this guy named Chase Jarvis, and he makes a whole podcast about being a creative. And sometimes I'm indifferent about that kind of stuff. Like, I don't like encouraging people to do creative work because, man, it is so hard. But then I don't know what it's like being on the other side of working a job your entire life and thinking, well, what if? Because I really did do the what if, and now I'm like, well, what if I did something completely different? Honestly, I'm like, well, the other side looks kind of glorious to me at times, but then, you know, who the fuck knows? I mean, life is so complex for everybody. So that's another reason why I do stand-up, because like when I'm doing comedy, I don't really think about other problems and stuff, but like, you know, like when I meditate or like in the mornings, like you can't help but think about all this stuff. It's like this swirling storm around you, around me 24/7, and I'm like, Jesus, where's my Ambien? My buddy was on Greg Gutfeld yesterday. It's I don't know, this roundtable talk show on Fox, and it's really interesting because Gutfeld is blowing these other mainstream networks out of the water, like Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, Tonight Show, Jimmy Kimmel on ABC. Like, this guy's kicking ass, and it just goes to show you like how different TV is nowadays. Because back in the day, like NBC was like the main thing, the Tonight Show, and now like, you know, it's a Fox News channel doing this talk show, right? So my buddy was like, oh, I got this gig coming up in New York. And I was like, that's great, dude, because, you know, I don't even think he's that political, but I was like, dude, just get on TV, man. Like, get exposure. That's what it's all about. Like, you got to get your name out there so people know who you are. Otherwise, you're going to be doing apartment shows. I'm happy for my friends. Hopefully they all make it and they can take me with them. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk soon. Take care.